Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone, from the beautiful BGCS EU. Um, we're back for a very beautiful, well, hopefully beautiful game. My name is Killian. I've been here a few times already with casting, so you probably already know me. I play for CK. Um, I'm the mental cracker in the Discord. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lovely stream for tonight. After this stream, we're gonna have clinical masterminds, I believe. Let's see. Yes, sir. So it's gonna be. Yeah, so it's gonna be clinical masterminds versus the Corinthians. But I'm not alone here. I'm with a lovely human. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, it's me back again. It's Kieran again. I'm back. I was just off filling my water bottle up. Gotta be hydrated in between the games so I can keep on casting. But yeah, Unseen versus Rezzurection coming up. Exciting game. I'm looking forward to. Obviously, whoever wins advances to Championship Sunday in the lower semi-final, and we'll play either Clinical Masterminds or Corinthians who are after this game. So it's a game I'm looking forward to. Unseen are someone we've been accustomed to seeing, really good Rocket League, obviously, and Rezzurection had to play Interstellar, really tough matchup yesterday. Did drop down to the lower bracket immediately, but have rebounded, swept CK, and now face the Unseen, who are a really tough team to play against. So, I want to know your predictions, Killian, on this game.
I think it's gonna be a 3-1 for the Unseen. Because they are a very strong team. And as we already talked about off stream, Kyle improved so much over the past few weeks. I used to play a lot with him, and then I had a little gap that I didn't really play Rocket League anymore. But then after I came back, it was just a whole different man. He's so much faster, has so much more control over the game and over the ball and over the car. For Jeffo, yeah, he's just very good. Most of the people might say he's washed. But yeah, I think Jeffo still has a lot to put on the feud, get on the scoreboard for the Unseen. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with 3-1 for the Unseen.
Yeah, good reasoning there. I like to hear all that. Personally, I'm also going for the Unseen, but I'm not going to be as nice to Rezzurection. Sorry, guys. Sorry to the guys at Rez. I'm going for 3-0, the Unseen. Yeah, you said you played with Kyle. I was on a team with him in RSC. He was good then, but he's so much better now. There was a gap in that which I hadn't seen him play. He came back and he was just so ridiculously fast and so much more mechanical, it seemed. And I thought maybe he's just having a pop off day, but no, he has improved so much over this time, and I think that he's elevated his gameplay and he's been able to help Unseen become an even stronger team. Like, they were favourites from the beginning, but now they're just so much better than what they were at the start. Obviously, did drop to Interstellar, but Interstellar are also one of the favourites for this tournament. So, yeah, 3-0 for the Unseen, in my opinion.
All right. Yeah, and as you said, I mean, even though that they dropped, Interstellar is just a very good and steady team. I did beat Interstellar. We were the only team that beat them. But yeah, still they're a very scary team, and it's not that we won easily. We really had to pop off and show them what we got. Sadly, now we kind of dropped down, and now we're already down. But yeah, so far the Unseen is just a very good team. And at least they have something to play for, to come back. They still have a shot at winning winning the tourneys. So yeah.
Yeah, lovely to hear. So the players are in are in the lobby. I think they're all ready to go. On obviously we've talked about the unseen on the side of Rezzurection. We have Lewis, Melty, Crispy, and Hamish. Lewis isn't a player I know too much about. Melty calls me the fake Irishman because of my name. Um, and Hamish I've seen play and can be very solid on his day. But here we go, first kickoff of this best of 5, and
Yes,
it does
sir.
go in the favour of Rezzurection, but I'm sure the Unseen will start to mount an attack very quickly, and they'll be looking to solidify into that suffocating play style that we know them for.
Yeah, and as you said, you don't really know Lewis. Well, I've played him their last match. Lewis is a very good and yeah, a good player and has a lot of space. So you wouldn't really give him too much space to work with the ball. Otherwise, it can get a bit messy, and if you're gonna cannot gun on the word. Uh, uh, uh. Never mind. Never mind. I'll just leave it. he's just a
So,
good. He's just a good
yeah,
player. And there's
nice little double tap from Captain Jeffo, or his Captain Weffo. He's still not changed his name. You know, gets the reset onto the backboard, uses that reset to finish the ball away into the top right-hand corner, gives Unseen their first lead. Good shot from Jeffo to get them started. So obviously the Unseen, or Jeffo at least, starting off strong after that 3-0 sweep. Must be feeling good. Another kickoff does go in the favour of Rezzurection, but they can't quite mould anything out of it as the Unseen now look for the counter attack up the field to go off the backboard. But Lewis is there to challenge, however is beaten by Panic. Tries to get a ball central for a teammate. Carl had already jumped. Here comes Jeffo, but it's only cleared away by Crispy.
Yeah, now Panic is here with the ball. Has not much boost, but luckily the back boost was there. Gets the demo. Tried to demo Lewis, but couldn't really get him. Crispy trying to get it out there, but Kai was there to put it straight in their position. Ooh, a little double commit from Jeffo and Panic. So far, it's not really a big issue. Lewis trying to get it over Kyle, but he was there.
Yeah, good attempt from Lewis. Unfortunately, Panic there to close down that advance, but Hamish looks for his own sort of double tap, lobs it up high for his teammate Lewis in the air. Oh, look good. Did he hit that onto Kyle's card? Is that what dropped it in? Let's have a look at the replay. Here we go. Good touch from Hamish to set up Lewis. Drops it down. Yeah, hits Kyle's card. He redirects it into his own net.
That's
So there we
unfortunate.
go. Yeah, tied up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You don't want to give Lewis that much space in the air because he can do a lot with the ball there, and he had the boost for it.
Yeah,
It was a very good dribble.
Yeah, precisely showing that again. Nice little controlled air dribble, but the Unseen are able to get it away and keep this at 1 each. Now Lewis down the other end. Kyle is there to respond to it, but just the play in the corner coming out from Rezzurection. But finally, the Unseen do get a break from this, and both teams have had sustained pressure, but only 1 goal each.
Yeah, it's basically still 0-0. Jefflo's up there, gets it over Hamish, but doesn't really have any boost left to work with the ball. Kyle's there, trying to get it center. Lewis catches the ball, but couldn't get it away from Panic, and Panic just shoots it in.
Yeah,
and there's the 2-1.
Yeah, Panic with a nice little dunk for the lead of game 1. Lewis doesn't really get his flick off. Leaves the ball hanging for Panic to challenge. Goes straight into the net. It's not contested by any of the Rezzurection players. Unseen snatched the lead back just after the halfway mark. And here we go now. Panic misses the ball off kickoff. Does still have 40 boost. We'll look for the read. Kyle gets a nice dunk, but it's just wide of the post. Jeffo back into the midfield. Are any of his teammates there? They are not. Panic, though, on 0 boost. Gets the challenge, but Hamish is there to clear and goes for a little solo play, but Kyle fakes out Crispy. This one could be in, and Lewis isn't doing much over there. I don't know if he got bumped or if he's low on boost. But
I think he got bumped there. I'm not sure. Jeffo did game from him. Oh, no, Lewis was just standing there waiting for the boost and left the goal open. And now 3-1 for the Unseen.
Yeah, unlucky. But
Kyle.
there you go.
Kyle with a great kickoff. Lewis is there. Panic with the 50. Crispy is there to put it more towards the unseen net.
Yeah, now Crispy with the hit off the sidewall. Jeffo's there to clear away, low on boost, does pick up the mid. Panic gets a touch, but is intercepted. Kyle will be able to pick up the scraps and hits it in the midfield to Jeffo, who's there for the touch. Looks to get it mid, but actually puts it past his teammate. It could be a Resurrection counter attack, but never mind. Panic! Another dunk straight into the Resurrection net. They've got to be looking out for those challenges because absolutely solid. Lewis couldn't get a solid enough connection on it. Pinches straight into the net with 1:30 left on the clock. The Unseen, they have a 3-goal lead in the first game.
Yeah, so far they're looking very strong. Not many faults that they're making. Jeffo with a great flick. Hamish with a great save. Kyle just barely missed it there.
Yeah, Kyle with some sort of preemptive jumps. Looking to get that dunk in quickly, but they're not just working, just sort of misreading the play. Still, getting those solid 50s in like there, just being able to force it back to his teammate. Solid rotations from Kyle so far. There you go, there he is. Able to cover the net. Not a great clear though, and Melty Crispy is there to cut the lead down to 2 with 55 seconds left on the clock, and Resurrection still do show life.
Yeah, they surely don't want to give up this match. Because most of the time the first match is the one you want to win. Because that's kind of where the mentals pop in. Because if you win this one, you'll feel good for the second match. And it's only making it easier to get another win in. Kyle trying to get it centered. Jumper with a great touch, but Hamish is there to block it away.
Yeah, good play up the field from the Unseen, just keeping Resurrection pinned back, as they like to do with absolutely any team. And the Resurrection do need a goal in really this play now to be able to stand a chance of taking game 1. Remember, both teams do have access to a timeout immediately. Lewis looking to get this central for a teammate, can't get the correct pinch, and Jeffo's there to clear away and just completely burn time off this clock. None of the Resurrection players going for it. And as we come down to the final 10 seconds, this game is very likely to go in the way of the Unseen.
Yeah, it's only 5 seconds left. We're trying to push something in there, but sadly it's not doable anymore for this game. Jeffo does try to keep it up. Gets a shot on net, gets it over Hamish, and Kyle's there to put it in. Just an extra goal. Definitely not needed, but still good for the mentals.
Yeah, nice little goal for the road. Good play. Maybe Resurrection are just sort of giving it half-heartedly. But good first game for the Unseen.
Yeah, they're looking very strong at the moment. They have most of the pressure in the game. Rezzurection does try to get some plays in, and I mean, they still got 2 goals. But yeah, so far the defense from the Unseen is just a bit better. And because it's a bit better, they have more chances to put out some offense in there.
Yeah, exactly. You can do absolutely anything can matter. Yeah, first game is vitally important generally in any series, especially in a best of 5, because obviously that means you're only 1 game away from match point. Unseen solid first game, but one thing we really haven't seen throughout these playoffs is the physical play, and very, very solid though from the Unseen, not needing to get their hands dirty, but maybe that's something the Resurrection could utilize. Just getting those bumps, getting those demos, removing the players from the pitch. But
yeah, exactly. It can give you so much opportunity to score. You just get a bit more time to read the ball and get a better touch on it to at least get a good shot.
Yeah, precisely, and it's not just to score goals; it's also to relieve pressure for yourself and allow yourself to get boosted. 2, 3, 4 plays down the line, that could absolutely bring you a goal, because it can mess up a team's rotations and they have to take time to recover to it. But as we pass through the first 30 seconds of game 1, not much happened so far. Just hitting the ball up and down the pitch. No, I don't think any shots on target registered yet. Might get one here as Crispy will attempt it, but just puts it wide of the post. Back in the midfield, but Jeffo is the first up to it.
Now Lewis tries to get it in there, but Kyle's there. Jeffo taking over. He has no boost though. Faked out Hamish, or he just missed. I don't know what happened exactly. But Kyle trying to get on the pressure there. Hamish with the ball gets a ceiling pinch, but it's just wide. Lewis trying to get it center. Couldn't really quite get in touch on it. Oh,
Yeah,
Jeff.
Lewis trying his, good attempt at a ceiling pinch. Couldn't quite get it on target, and it was a bit too far for his teammate to reach. But up the field again they go with Hamish. Is challenged by Kyle, and Panic is there first to clear it away. Good touch there from Lewis. Send it into his own corner. However, the Unseen do keep on attacking. This ball hanging loose in the air in the middle of the goal. Panic now gets the touch. Awkward in front of the net, just about sent away by Lewis. Jeffo pops high. Who's first to it? It's Crispy, but is instantly challenged by Kyle. Now Panic beats him to the ball. The better speed from the Unseen in a minute. 1v1 for Jeffo. Puts it wide of the post. Couldn't quite squeeze it past Panic. That was close.
Yeah, he wanted to take the time on the shot because he knew it was only, I believe, Hamish on net. So he tried to kind of flick it past him, but yeah, just hit it on the bar sadly. And there's Crispy, just getting a goal. While we're talking about the offense from the Unseen, they just squeeze a goal in there.
Yeah, the offense good, the defense maybe not as up to par because awkward miss for Kyle on the backboard. There you go, there's one cast the curse. That adds to a total of 11 for me of games that I've casted, but here we go. Jeffo now looking to get this equaliser as quickly as possible. As we wind up on halfway through the game. Lewis takes control off his own back line. Hamish looks for a touch, it's not good, can't get it. Ball hanging in the air. Good challenge from Kyle. But once again the offense from the Unseen shining. However, challenge from Jeffo, the Unseen have been good at those throughout these past two games. Will the shot come through? It does from Panic, but it's not a good one. And now it's just the scrap for control and who can get to the ball first.
Yeah, I mean, your defense can be on point the whole game, but if you get pressured so much by the Unseen, it's just a matter of time where they're gonna put a goal in their net. Well, the ball in their net.
Exactly, and that booming clears from Lewis will help. The shot comes through off the bar. Crispy tries to get to it, but he can't quite get there in time. And then he is also beaten out by Jeffo. This does mean Lewis has control off his own corner. Sends it away, just trying to let his team get some time and boost, but it's being stolen all the time by the Unseen. Part of those pressure tactics. Look, there's another corner stolen, but a crucial challenge from Crispy to get this up the field. And
yeah, there's a lot of pressure. Oh, sorry. No, you go.
No, it's alright.
I just wanted to say, yeah, there's a lot of pressure from the Unseen right now. As you said, the boost deals, they're trying to get all the boost they can, so Rezzurection doesn't really have anything to work with. And then you just need to pressure, keep the shots on target, and it's just a matter of fact when they're gonna put it in there. Crispy with a clear though. Lewis has a bit of boost in the tank, tries to get it past Panic, but he was there. He read it. Kyle puts it center. Jeffo is there, gets a shot, but Hamish is there.
Yeah, the Unseen, they've had most of the pressure throughout this game, but they're running out of time, and they might actually have just dropped this. Lewis comes through with his shot. Only the third shot of the game for Rezzurection, but they've scored two of them. Lewis with his second shot, and that's obviously his first goal, with Melty Crispy scoring the other one. And this game might just be out of reach for Unseen unless they can get a kick-off goal, and then another quick one. But
yeah,
let's see what the Unseen can cook up. Otherwise,
it's going to be a tough
Rezzurection
one.
are going to be tying up this series.
Hamish getting the clear. Trying to put on the pressure, but got blocked. Jeffo with a shot, but got cleared away. Kyle trying to demoing Lewis, but couldn't really get a touch on him. And there it is. 0 seconds on the clock. Even though if they get one goal, it's still game.
Yeah, exactly. The Unseen used up their 0-second goal card at the wrong place in the last game. But there we go. The Unseen managed to tie up this series 2-0, shutting out the Unseen with, 7 shots to 4. But it's the goals that matter, and the goals that came through were both from Rezzurection. So solid play from them. Good on the defense for being able to keep out that pressure from the Unseen. It maybe just seems like a quantity versus quality debate at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, like first match it was mostly the Unseen being all over Resurrection and they couldn't really do anything. But this game, even though the Unseen had most of the pressure again, Resurrection was much better at defending it and getting 2 goals out of it, And that's all that you need. You don't need so much offense the whole time. If you can keep up with the defense and get some goals in because your opponents, I don't know, rotated wrongly or something like that, then you're fine.
Yeah, and you're precisely right. As we head into game 3, one of these teams will put the other on elimination point. We'll see if that can be Rezzurection and have a look at upsetting the Unseen, but they're going to have to get out of that pressured half. And that kickoff isn't a bad way to start it, but that's not a miss that Lewis would have wanted to happen. Does get it down the field, but only as far as Jeffo, who's sent it right back the other end. Kyle, good challenge. It's going to be on target. Can Crispy get to this? He can. But yeah, the Unseen coming out of the pressure. That demo, though, those 2 demos, though, actually are going to help them get out their own half and start to mount a counter-attack, and that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Just the aggression that needs to happen, because that will get you up the field if there's no one to attack. And then, that's going to throw their defense off. But Jeffo, light touch onto the backboard, going to try and play this around the Rezzurection defenders. Panic is there for the 50, but seems like Unseen just out a boost. However, another solid challenge from Kyle in the midfield, and they're starting to build up that pressure again. We'll see if the Rezzurection can hold on this time.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see what Resurrection will do this time on the defense, or maybe something switches up and they get more demos in, as we already see. And there's the first goal from Lewis. Nicely done.
And the same story from game 2.
Yeah.
Unseen with all the pressure, and then right back down the other end, Rezzurection with a counter-attack. 1 shot, 1 goal, and there it is.
Exactly, and that's all what you need. And as we already talked about, just get some demos in. With the demos, you release a lot of pressure from the opponents and from your teammates to rotate back or get some boost in, control the ball to start something of your own,
Yeah, exactly, and just maybe Unseen just needs to get those demos in themselves, because as I was saying earlier, those demos, they actually did come in handy about 3 attacks down the line. They ended up getting that goal, maybe just because the Unseen were thrown off just that little bit, tiny bit out of position. Here they come again, not much they can do about it, and Jeffo will get the clear.
Lewis pops it up, but Jeffo is there. Gets molested by Lewis, but still got the ball over to their side, and that's a great pass from Panic. And Kyle has mostly a free net there. No one from Rezzurection was there to get something to save it.
Yep. And Panic, good play around off the backboard. So this means that we are all tied up, I think it was Lewis just couldn't quite read the ball off that backboard there. He does hit it off the ceiling, awkward ball. Jeffo there is good enough to meet that. And now, loose ball high in the air. Who's there first? It is Kyle. Once again, beating everyone to this play, really. Sort of good timing of his hits. And all 3 players from Rezzurection jumped there, but a massive dunk from Lewis to hit that over to the other end. But once again, Unseen first to the ball. Maybe it's just a speed problem for Rezzurection, as that ball dances in front of the net so tantalizingly, but no one from the Unseen can get there. Another shot comes in and it is saved away by Hamish.
Yeah, they're looking very strong on defense again. Oh, there's a little double commit from Panic and Kyle. But so far, the Unseen has a lot of pressure on Rezzurection again. Great clear from Hamish though. It was a very scary place to be in. Kyle's there, trying to keep on the pressure there. Gets it past Crispy, but Lewis is there to clear it away. Gets the control of the ball, gets a shot, but Jeffo is there.
Yeah,
Lewis.
good play. Yeah, good play so far from these two teams, both only allowing one goal. Both games so far have only had, 2 goals in them. Obviously, this one will have to have a third at some point. But here we go. Melty. Oh, good double tap across the field. No one there to tuck it into the corner, though. Hamish has to challenge Kyle on low boost. Panic. Another beat over Lewis, even though he does get a touch. And the Unseen, once again, mounting it all up in the orange end. Making a good play out of it. Crispy goes for the redirect. Can't quite get it. He is there for the touch, though. Good demo from Kyle. However, this doesn't stop the attack, but it could very well begin their own as the Unseen come hunting up the field with just a minute left. Crispy looks to get this into the midfield. Hits it off the ceiling. Lewis, free touch there, but only just gives it to Panic. Hamish needs to think about what he needs to do with this, but another solid dunk from Panic. He's Unseen been all over the game.
Jeffo trying to get something working there in mid, but there was no one from the Unseen to at least get a touch on the ball there. Crispy had a lot of time there. Gets it past Kyle, but not past Jeffo. And yeah, it's only 20 seconds left and it's still 1-1. So, or one of the teams have to score in this 13 seconds now, or it's going to be in overtime.
Yeah, and overtime would definitely seem fitting for this, unless Lewis can sneak this in the bottom left-hand corner, and he can! Oh, good, lovely shot from Lewis with just 5 seconds left on the clock. Rezzurection, they've had more shots this game, they've had 6, but it's the goals that count. Once again, 2 goals for them in every game, and it seems that 2 is all they need. They figure it out how to stop the Unseen defense, and now, Unseen got 5 seconds, they've got to get up the field quickly before this one hits the floor. Lewis will spike it down, he gets the MVP award with it. And there we go, Unseen calling a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, I would have got the timeout as well. I mean, I always like to get the timeout in if you already lost 2 times, Even though you want to keep on playing and keep on trying, just use that time you have to talk with your mates, calm down, maybe talk about the games you had. Maybe you can come up with something to work it out, to at least get some more goals in. But yeah, so far it's Rezzurection with 2 goals again. It was a much closer game though than the second game. But yeah, again, the defense from Rezzurection was so strong, and the Unseen kept on trying, getting shots in, but yeah, Lewis, Crispy, Hamish kept on saving all of them. Well, mostly all of them.
Yep, all of them had a save in this game. So the Unseen do have that bit of extra time to figure out what they want to do throughout in this next game, because right now they are on an elimination point, which is not something they want. They don't want to be going out in that 5th and 6th position. They want to be making the run to the grand final. They want to be trying to force a bracket reset, but at the minute they're going to have problems doing that, as they've been put on 2-1 match point. They're going to have to win these 2 games in a row, otherwise they are out. So what are they going to be saying to each other right now to change everything and turn the series around?
I think they don't really have to do anything on the offense wise, but they really need to watch their defense. I mean, I don't know if they're really sweaty and panicking in defense, but if that's the case, as a coach, well, I'm not a coach, but if they have a coach, I would have said to them, take your time on defense, try to read what the play is going to be, and keep on rotating behind each other. Get to the back post, get always someone at the back post, because you have so much more space in between to save a shot.
Yeah, exactly. And I think maybe just on the offense, like everything's been so good. They've been getting the beats, they've been getting the challenges in, but they just need to get maybe some passes, just dance it around the Resurrection defense, because I think that's just exactly what they need now. Giving them ball to each other, giving them free shots. It doesn't have to be an open net. If you can beat the keeper, that's all that matters. So
Yeah,
that's my
exactly.
thoughts.
And nothing is harder to save than a passing play. Because most of the time you will jump for the first shot, and then it's not a shot at net, but just a pass for the teammates, and then you're already up, and it's hard to rotate back then. And here we go again. We are going into the fourth match. Yeah, fourth match. And we'll just have to see what the Unsane can do in this game. As said, they need to at least win 2 games to win this series. It's going to be a tough one, but here is Jeffo with a good goal. A beautiful pass from Panic. And that's all they need. They just need this offense, make Resurrection awkward in their defense. And then you can get the shots in.
And that's exactly what we were just talking about. This good pass from Panic, they straight down to Jeffo, open net, just had to put it on target, and it's exactly what he did. He's going to be doing that. He's a class player. And here they go. Here they come again. However, they are 50'd by Hamish. They do still have to put up with this very solid defense, but that demo is going to be one way of clearing it out. That's everything they need to be doing right now. And then they just got to advance up the field and have a crack at the net. But first, they have to do what they really need to improve on, which is defend, and they have done so.
So far they did, yeah. Ooh, there was almost a good shot from Jeffo, but got it wide. It was a great pass from Kaio, I believe. Oh, and there was Kaio flying by. Good demo from Panic though on Crispy. Lewis trying to force a ball in, but couldn't really get it in there. Now Jeffo has the time, has the space, and has the boost, but couldn't really get a good touch in there. Now Panic with a shot, but it's just wide.
Close from Panic. Here we go now. Lewis, good flick. Is sent away by Panic, and it does good to Crispy. Ooh, not a good miss from Hamish off the corner. Also a miss from Lewis. Maybe running that a little bit low on boost, and this is the thing with high pressure playstyles that we see from the Unseen. It means they can go back and grab their corners, but all that Resurrection can rely on is their own 2 corners. When those are getting stolen, you're so limited for boost, and you have to live off these small pads. Just these playstyles high up offensive, they may be risky, but they're so rewarding, as we've seen throughout this season.
Yeah, definitely. And here there was maybe a bit miscommunication because no one really went for the ball there. But Jeffo is there. Tries to get away from Lewis. Did caught Lewis there. And that's a sort of free net. Good shot from Panic. No defenders from Resurrection there to get it away.
Oh, and it seems like Lewis would have been able to get the touch there. Just a little bit of a bump, just put him off in the Hamish, I think. Also, a little bit of contact, not able to get up to the ball quickly enough. And now the Unseen do lead by 2. This is how it was in the first game. This is all how we expected this series to go. But now Jeffo, off the ceiling, looks to get the shot.
Oh, what a...
Lewis out the way. Panic,
what a goal!
open net. Never doesn't need to hit the ball. If you can't hit the ball, hit the man. Get out the way, Panic. I mean, get out the way, Lewis. Panic an open shot. Wow.
That was a very good bump from Jeffo there. And now it's 3-0 for the Unseen, and they're looking much better now than what they did in the last 2 games.
Yeah, precisely. Now, Crispy looking for a shot. Trying to bring this back before the halfway mark of the game. They've got plenty of time to score 3 goals. The Unseen have just done it, but they're going to have to change something up. Look for those demos, because that's exactly what the Unseen are doing. Jeffo, almost the musty double. Can't quite read it. Now Panic, looking for a demo in his own half on Lewis. Can't quite get it. Jeffo, shot across the net, but another miss and another boost pickup. And the Unseen suffocating Resurrection at the minute. Someone's going to have to revive them. It's in their name.
Oh
Kyle with the
my!
shot. goes past Hamish.
What a pressure and a
4-0.
great demo there. Guy
So it
just
goes
had
past Crispy,
a
not Hamish.
good shot. And Crispy just gets an awkward touch and puts it in. But that's a great pressure from the unseen. Got a cheeky demo in there, and then you, well, what we already said, you have so much more space to get a good shot in there.
Yeah,
Now Kyle,
exactly.
Lewis with a touch. Jeffo with a bit of space, not much boost. Kyle's there.
Yeah. And now here we go. Rezzurection. Looking for a goal just to bring them back to life a bit. No pun intended. Resurrect. Now Crispy. Trying to send this down the other end. Lewis is there for a shot. Panic. Touches that out. Jeffo all the way down. Kyle has an open net. He's going to take it. 5-0. This game might as well be done. Good showing from the unseen. Oh.
Yeah, that's much better. I mean, still there is some time left. You know, it is still possible, but with the pressure the unseen is putting on Resurrection right now, it's gonna be very hard for them to get some goals in.
Yeah. And you think
Jeffo
it's
on the
just...
backboard with the
Oh,
flip. Oh my!
shut me up,
Can,
Jeffo.
can
Get
someone
out.
say Jeffo is not a free play anymore? My man gets the flip reset to the backboard and gets the double with the flip.
Same thing as he does in game 1. And I was going to say, is it something to do with mentality now, writing off this game for Rezzurection? Because they'll definitely have to take a timeout after this one. Because we are very well going to our final game of the series. 6-0 in this game.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. They've game 2 and 3 tightly contested, just taken by
Exactly.
Rezzurection. But when Unseen win, they're doing it A, in style, and B, by miles. Because 5-2 and 6-1 were the scorelines. And game 1 and game 1 and game 4, 7-0. Here it is.
Yeah.
And now, Killian, the question is, do they own goal?
I don't think they're gonna own goal. I would love to see it, but I don't think so. I think they're in a little trance right now with each other, and they're just fully focusing on the game. Like last game, it was 2-1 for Resurrection, and now it's 7-0 for the Unseen. They just changed it up so much, and it's so much better for them, you know. They have so much pressure, but also more pressure that's getting out of goals.
Yeah. And here we go, is the final 10, 9, 8 seconds countdown. Crispy with a shot. Is the Brazil happening? Yes, it is.
The Brazil is happening.
We're going to 2 places. A, we're going to Brazil, but B, we are going to game 5. Unseen and Rezzurection will battle it out for 5 minutes, see who can progress to the lower bracket semi-finals.
I mean, this is all what we want to see as casters, right? The game that happens to the 5 series.
Oh yeah, it's something everyone wants to see. It's good entertainment. Rezzurection putting up an absolute fight, but
It doesn't look like they want a timeout.
yeah, we're gonna see if they want a timeout. But they've already done.
Oh,
They're not going
nope.
for the. They are not
All
opting
right.
for a timeout. Apparently, they say 1 minute is enough.
They don't need the
Okay.
timeout. Well, we try now. Okay. Lewis trying to get some things in their head, you know, trying to get in the head of the unseen. Yeah, it's gonna be in.
Lewis saying that they are trying now. I think yeah, it was just a sort of write-off. They did get the last goal. Maybe that's because the unseen had just sort of slacked off a little bit. Didn't really care. They knew they'd be getting the Brazil, so. We do go to Brazil in game 4. 2 massive wins for the unseen, but in Rezzurection had them tightly contested. So, as patterns will follow, either the Unseen absolutely wipe the floor in this game, or if it's tightly contested, it'll look like it'll go in the way of Rezzurection. But only time will tell as we head to our final game of the series to see who advances to Championship Sunday.
Yes, sir. And they both want to win this one. They really do this. They want to do it. And I think it's going to be a closer game, maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, it depends on what the Unseen is going to do right now. If they're going to keep playing like they did in the fourth match. But yeah, that's only what the time can tell us. Jeffo
exactly.
trying to get it center. But Kyle couldn't really reach it there.
Oh, huge dunk by Lewis up the pitch. Who's going to be there first? It's Panic, challenged by Crispy, and he does get the touch. Crispy did actually miss an opportunity early in this game. The pass central from Lewis. Hamish won't be there to connect on the ball. Now this one dances in front of the net. Kyle's there first.
Oh my!
As I think someone completely missed the ball. I believe it was Hamish.
Yeah, there were two people missing the ball. It was Hamish and Crispy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Awkward miss, and Kyle was there to slot it away. They scored the first goal early in this game. And if the prophecy rings true, the Unseen will take a closer match than they wanted. Look, Kyle looking for a second goal to make it 2-0. He can't quite do it. Defo to the backboard. Panic, there for the shot. Past Hamish, right by the left post. And just 55 seconds into game 5. And the Unseen have a 2-goal lead, and Rezzurection have a mountain to climb. They haven't scored more than 2 goals in a game so far this series. They're going to have to do it now. They have to score at least 2 to send it to just overtime, and that means they can't concede.
Yeah, and it's now all coming on the mentals, you know. If you can't really control yourself, your emotions, because of the last game, you have to win this. And if you're already 2 games down, it's not really good looking for Rezzurection. But I mean, they still have a good shot, you know. They have a lot of time to at least get 2 goals, to get it closer again. Panic's there with the shot. Kyle tried to get it in there. Lewis is there, gets it centered, gets it to Crispy. And Crispy couldn't really get a really good touch on it.
Yeah, and I think Crispy low on boost, just backs off the ball. A lot of Rezzurection, actually low on boost. But here we go. The Unseen mounting another attack, hunting for that 3rd goal. They smell blood in the water. They smell that series victory in game 5. Kyle now, he wants to feast on this victory and play tomorrow. But he's going to have to wait for a few minutes, and he's going to have to hunt for it. But now here he comes again. Off the sidewall, 40 boost. Does pick up the full. Can he get it past Hamish? Or middle for a teammate? Ooh. It will go in past Hamish. Just straight over him. Hamish not reacting quickly enough. 3-0 for the Unseen. And it is looking like it's going to go their way.
Yeah, that was a very great shot from Kyle there. First with a very good strong 50, gets the boost, and then cuts the ball just over Hamish. Kyle with another shot, but it's just high. Gets another chance, but Crispy is there to save it. Lewis now, trying to start something, doesn't really have that much of boost left. Panic now, without any boost. Gets it to Kyle. Kyle gets it to Jeffo. Jeffo just puts it high.
Yep. And this is what I was saying about the passing. Now coming out from the Unseen. The passing connecting, the demos connecting. This is more what we've seen from them throughout this season. Looking like the quality team that we've known them to be. As they have 2 more minutes to fight and take this series away from Rezzurection, from being down 2-1 on match point to take 2 games in a row. Astoundingly, currently 10 goals to 1 in just the past 2 games. They've outshot them throughout this series. And the record shows in this game 7 shots to 3. And now here comes Panic again. Demo. But Lewis will get a clear up the ball. Jeffo has to get the touch, and he does. Unseen will not be broken in the final 90 seconds.
No, they don't want to conceive any goals for Resurrection right now. Panic is up, almost got the dunk there. Kyle gets the 50, but Crispy is there to bang it a bit further. Hamish gets the 50. Now Jeffo trying to get a pass in. He does get the pass. Kyle's there and it's just a free net and it's 4-0 for the Unseen with only 1 minute left on the clock.
And I think for this final minute, I think we are almost ready to say it, because Unseen definitely looking like they're going to take this, unless Rezzurection can come back to life, pull out an absolute miracle, and act like absolute clinical masterminds. Hopefully someone noticed my pun. But now Lewis off the ceiling, looking to make that miracle. I'm sorry.
I didn't want to laugh, but then you said I hope someone noticed it.
Yeah. Oh, that one might just roll in. No, Panic's going to send it away. They have to score a goal for every 10 seconds now. Is anyone there to follow this up? No. And it looks like this game is just about out of reach for Rezzurection, as the Unseen really starting their victory laps.
What a
Jeffo,
fake!
Freestyle, fake, all the way past them. He's popped off in every 3 wins they'll have this series. And this one is pretty much over.
Jeffo is just playing as he's in free play. Doesn't really get bothered by Resurrection right now. Yeah, and I think now it's definitely safe to say that the Unseen took this series with a 3-2.
In fact, I will go to update my spreadsheet. 3-2 for the Unseen.
Ooh, Hamish almost with a shot on goal.
It was close.
And there it is. 0
Tightly
seconds on the
contested.
clock. Hamish
Tightly
puts it
contested
down.
in the series, but in the end, Unseen taking 3 dominant games to complete the series. 3-2. Brilliant game from them all. Kyle, I feel, actually did pop off this game. Amazing challenges throughout. Jeffo, wondrous goals. Some clips that he hit, 2 flip preset backboard doubles, and then also Panic, constantly there, always able to slot it in the net. Just all round brilliant play from the Unseen, and Rezzurection put up one hell of a fight, but in the end, it doesn't even matter, because unfortunately they are out of the playoffs. 5th, 6th, well played to them, and thank you for a wonderful season. Commiserations.
Yeah, and as you said, I mean, the Resurrection put on a very strong, good game because they did took 2 games off the Unseen. It was, yeah, they were very close games though. But yeah, sadly for Resurrection, the Unseen took the time out and they probably talked through some stuff they had to do, and then they really popped off again. Game 4, 7 goals. Last game, 5 goals. They looked very strong.
Well, brilliant match that we got to spectate and cast over, Killian. Thank you to everyone in the chat and the players, and of course Toxo hosting this for us all the way throughout yesterday and today. Toxo, is there any words you'd like to give us?
I have no life.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, well, we played Rocket League, Toxo, so that's all we really needed. So,
Definitely true.
thank you for joining us, and we will see you on Championship Sunday.